Oh man, this again. I'm Game Guy. It's time for some Game Guy challenges you results. Yes, so this is kind of delayed. I'm pretty good at delaying things. That is, my skill set, gotta say. So, yes, Kirby challenge thingy. Regrettably, I only got, like, 6 successful responses. So, that's unfortunate. What even? What the heck happened here? Anyway, as I was saying, actually, I don't even remember what I was saying, but, yeah, I've never seen that error screen before on the Game Boy player, but okay, so yes, I figured for this video, I would go ahead and do this particular game, The Amazing Mirror, since nobody did The Amazing Mirror, so, you know, it stands to reason, it might be, I don't think that maybe, possibly, I should probably do that, I guess, I don't know. I'm gonna start with Sword, I guess, because, I don't know, it's an ability. This freaking missiles! You can't, like, instantly turn around. Missiles don't work that way. I know! I've had the missile ability. I'm well aware of how it works. Well aware. Can I, like, actually defeat you, Bombar? The answer is no. Ow. Well, I am essentially doomed at this point, you know, because, lack of health and whatnot, and bonkers jumping on me. Pretty great. I am great. I am great. I am dead. Yay! Go away. Wow, I somehow did not die. I did not die when the cloud thing flew through me, but then I did when I jumped into it. Hooray. Remind me never to use fighter against Meta Knight ever again. Yay. Yeah, so, you know, Amazing Mirror, it has, like, mirrors in it. I mean, oh, geez, where did you come from? Ah! Man, I got close. I got screwed. Oh man, suddenly post commentary from almost 3 months in the future. Oh man, I don't remember exactly what I did in this particular recording at all, so I'm just gonna kind of wing it. So this is the final run, and I obviously started off with the tornado ability against Mr. Frosty Pants. Mr. Frosty, your name is actually Flosty. I don't understand why, but just what your name is, I guess. I don't know. I remember having lots of trouble with this one. I don't know why I have so much trouble with this game. I think, like, as I'll probably point out later, but I don't know if I'll keep that part in or not, so I'm gonna say it anyway. Not a big fan of the bosses in this game, nor am I a big fan of the abilities in this game. Like, overall, a lot of the bosses are just kind of silly, and a lot of the abilities, there's some that are, like, really overpowered, like Tornado, for instance, and oh man, I have lots of options for switching. And there's some that just really aren't that useful. Ice ability is kind of one of those. But it seems to work pretty well against Mega Titan Man guy, because you can just keep pushing him constantly. Against the electric wall guy, you just hit me. Why would you do such a thing? You shouldn't be doing such a thing. That's so rude of you, guy. Come on now. But yes, I had commentary for practically all of my runs of this, except for like some of the latter ones. So again, it's kind of like that Mario 64 thing. I don't know if I'm gonna keep those in like a separate video or not. I haven't gotten that far in the decision-making process. So, yes. Oh man, which one am I going to choose? Clearly I chose Parasol. I've got a pair of souls, and I'm not afraid to use them. Also, you can kind of just stand here and he's dead. The end. It's pretty amazing. This mole guy gave me a lot of trouble, too. And he really shouldn't, because he's not that hard of a guy. I remember in particular, I don't know if it happens with the fire ability in this particular instance or not, but when you're using the fire thing, it constantly pushes you back. Oh no, it still does with the fire ability. That's wonderful. So you pretty much can't just sit there and breathe fire constantly on the guy. So, you know, that's just kind of an amazing thing in this amazing mirror. You see what I did there? It's funny because it's hilarious. It's funny because hilarity. There's a lot of instances in this where I almost die. Well, maybe not almost die, but almost take a hit that's unnecessary. Oh no! Waddle Dee! The greatest boss fight of them all. And then Bombar, the guy who for some reason I cannot seem to defeat for some reason. Yes, that word right there. So yeah, this guy's not really that tough. After a few rounds of fighting him, he got kind of a little easier. He's not that easy, though. Of all the little sub-bosses, he's kind of one of the trickiest. This guy also is pretty up there in the tricky department. But, you know, I think this was actually, ironically, the first run of the thing I decided to do without commentary, so I could just kind of focus and whatnot. So, that's why I'm doing post-commentary, you know. But, I mean, at this point, I'd been recording for like an hour and a half. So, you know, obviously my voice was pretty tired. I think it's a pretty fair thing to say, hey, man, I'm done talking at a video game while being slightly frustrated. But, you know, Krako's kind of a jerk. Krako, why are you in a volcano anyway? Come on, guy. That's just silly. Why would you be here? Clouds are not native to volcanoes. What are you talking about? And then there's the shark guy. Didn't know which one to choose for this. I guess I picked Hammer. Because, you know, you can use it underwater, I guess, is my logic here. I don't know. Cutter is pretty good in this game. Cutter, actually, I've been surprised as of late. It's pretty good in a lot of the Kirby games. It's not even really that much of an ability I would ever use a whole lot. But, sometimes it's pretty good. Like, it's pretty good in Return to Dreamland, too, because you can make the big cutter things, and they can kind of boomerang a little bit. Well, mostly because you can control them. I don't think you can do that in this game, but, you know, you can kind of throw them ahead, and then they'd come back and kill all the guys. I almost died here, apparently. It's a pretty wonderful thing. Yep, I almost die here. It's a pretty wonderful thing. So, you know. Oh, well, see, and I almost died. It's, as previously stated, a wonderful thing. Well, I have the choice between Cutter and Parasol, so of course I go with the ability I've already used before. Oh, nope, apparently not. Yeah, there were a few instances in some of this where I did end up using the same ability, not twice in a row, but twice. Because sometimes you can't help it. The game doesn't give you that many options. There's only two, and they're random, so you never know. Sometimes they'll give you the same thing. These guys got kind of annoying because they have a grab attack that's almost impossible to dodge. Like, sometimes. Plus, they're pretty good at hitting you. It's a wonderful thing. And that grab attack right there, that Crazy Hand did, it's pretty crazy, I know. But, yes. So, yeah, I just kind of kept killing them and whatever. Man, am I running out of things to say? I suppose in some ways I am, because, I mean, really, what else is there to say about, you know, a boss rush mode of all the bosses? There's really not a whole lot. Especially since, I mean, I'm not even really, like, LPing this game for realsies. I'm just kind of doing a challenge here. So that there's really no point in explaining the game, because, well, I don't know. This guy's kind of annoying, actually. I don't like this guy that much. He's just kind of like, oh, man, look at me. I'm a guy with the hat. Oh, man. Also, he's rather unpredictable in the ways that he jumps around and flies through you. Totally fair-like. So, you know, Sword was obviously the best choice for this. Don't eat those apples, by the way. I'm pretty sure they give you the sleep ability or something silly. So, yes. This is one of those boss fights where you actually get a lot of different potential abilities from him. I think you can eat almost everything he gives you, and it gives you an ability. I don't remember, though. Well, I mean, I don't remember every single one, but I'm pretty sure a lot of them do. But, yes. Oh no, a football! Why are there lethal footballs involved? I don't want no lethal footballs. Why? No, stay away. I really shouldn't do that rapid slash attack past self. You're gonna, like, get yourself hit by walking into him mid-attack. You're awful silly, past self. How could you do such things? You're supposed to be super good at fighting bosses or whatever. Come on now. Come on now. Well, I already used Smash, so I'm guessing I went for Beam. Yay! Beam ability. The Beam ability in some of these games is pretty good, but in others it's not. The Beam ability is just one of those, it's just like, it's randomly deciding to be really good or really bad. And just, I don't know. This game, it seems, like, decent, but it doesn't have that charge-up move, which would have made certain things a little better, at least. I like Beam and, like, Superstar, because it has a whole bunch more to it. I like Superstar in general, because it's like, oh man, the abilities actually do multiple things. Which is kind of why I can't really get into some other Kirby games, because it's just like, oh man, you have, like, limited abilities sometimes. I mean, I guess pretty much every Kirby game, besides any really recent ones and Superstar, are pretty much just strictly single attack abilities all over the place. I don't know. It's one of those things. Oh man, that grab attack. I love that attack so much. It's so easy to dodge. What are you talking about? Well, I mean, it's easy to dodge, but since you have to be close to him, it's, like, not real easy to dodge. Because you kind of have to be close to him to do any damage, and he just kind of does it at random. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know. The amount of knowing I know is absolutely minimal. Oh man, guess what ability I get stuck with? The cutter ability, of course. Because missile against this guy would probably be pretty terrible. So I guess this is the first time I reuse an ability. Oh well. I did say that you don't have to switch to an ability you haven't used yet, but, I mean, I don't know. I think maybe at this point I forgot or something. I don't necessarily know. There were a few times where I did that, actually, where it's like, oh man, I don't remember if I've used this or not. But, you know, obviously I have. Looking at it now, it's pretty clear. Oh man, we're going to this thing. There's almost no point in picking an ability for this part, because you're in it for the long haul. And, well, you know, oh no, it's Meta Knight. Oh no, it's Meta Knight. Oh no, it's Meta Knight. There's so many Meta Knights today. Gosh, why are there so many Meta Knights? They all need to go away. So, yes. Well, actually, I guess it does matter a little bit, because I need an ability for this particular fight. Ice is pretty cool. You know, that super totally original pun right there. You know, that's a Game Guy original. No one else has made that pun ever before. Never, ever, ever. I suppose I could have used my phone to call the other Kirbys, but I don't know how much that would accomplish. I don't know. Also, this counts as switching an ability mid-boss. Except that I use this ability for the rest of it, because there's really no other option. Because after this point, you don't go back to the little Maxim tomato room and whatnot, so, you know. This boss fight is actually really kind of silly. You don't get to see the whole deal right now, because actually in the main game you fight this guy like 5 times. It's kind of absurd, actually. But, you know, that's just how the game goes, I guess. So, yeah, it's guy's pretty easy. He just teleports around a whole lot, and you kind of hit him with your sword whenever you get the chance. I mean, sometimes he shoots little stars at you, though, so you gotta watch out for those things. You gotta watch out for the little stars. I think he takes more damage if you shoot him in the eye. And then we skip to the final boss phase. Hooray! Where he becomes a giant pulsating eyeball that's probably on fire or something. Oh man, I don't know why Shadow Kirby appeared there. I think what he's supposed to do is he's supposed to give you the sword if you lost it or something, but you would think they'd just make him not appear if you already have it. Well, I guess I could have picked one of those ability guys there, but in the heat of the moment, it's sort of hard to think of such things, I guess. But, you know. This boss is kind of annoying in that it has tons of health. So it takes a while to kill it. This is more or less attrition at this point. Just kind of watch out for those mirrors. Watch out for them lasers that are kind of difficult to dodge because you don't really know which way they're going to go. This attack is silly because you can kind of just keep standing where you're standing and not take any damage. It's pretty amazing how that works out. So, you know. This boss is actually kind of interesting. I do like this boss because he has a few attacks. Like, this one is actually kind of neat because, I mean, you don't necessarily know exactly which way the laser's going to go. That attack, however, is kind of an annoying thing, because he uses it a whole lot, actually. Granted, I think that's like the first time he's ever actually used it during this particular fight, which is not that usual. Usually he uses it a lot. That and any typical laser attack here going on. He seems to use it a fair bit with the lasers. Or maybe it's this attack I'm thinking of, because this one's really hard to dodge effectively, because, you know, those mirrors obviously move in such a way that there's no safe spot ever. Yep, see, look, he's using it again. Oh, man. And then I didn't dodge it again. Whoa, man, baby. Why did I say baby? No one knows. No one will ever know. You're actually pretty much completely safe from those mirrors as long as you don't jump, apparently. So, you know, that's just kind of miraculous. Yeah. So, then it moves on to, like, the last phase, which is exactly the same as the previous phase, only he has, like, more attacks as the fight progresses or something. Like this one right here. This attack makes everything upside down, and then he, like, does other attacks and whatnot. It's kind of a sneaky little thing, you know? Using mirrors or whatnot, and me kind of panicking a little because I can't tell what's what because everything is upside down. So, you know. He doesn't usually spam it for me, though. In this case, he decided, hey, I have an idea, I'm going to spam the upside down move. And then he starts firing lasers at you, which aren't hard to dodge normally, but since your controls are kind of a little reversed when you're upside down, that does make it a little bit nerve-wracking, I suppose. Hey, the green guy has UFO. That's not very fair. I don't think you can even get UFO in the boss endurance. But now he's dead! Yay! I win. Cause see, I don't know. It took several tries to get to this point, but surprise! It's not quite done yet. I don't really understand why, but it's not. And then it takes you to this little shoot-'em-up section of the game, which is actually secretly the beginning of the credits in the main game. I was kind of surprised that this was even part of the boss. So, well, the boss endurance, so, I wasn't really prepared for it. Just saying. It just kind of happened, and I'm like, dude, man, what the heck's going on here? This shouldn't be here at all. And then, he just decided to shoot me a whole bunch, and then I died. Yeah, that happened. At this point, I was sort of like, really? Yeah. So, basically, I didn't complete the boss endurance. I'm sorry. I mean, I could have, and I thought about trying again, but man, you know, I'd been recording for like an hour and a half. I was pretty much at my limit, so to speak, and, well, that just wasn't gonna happen. I figured for all practical purposes, I got through all of the bosses. That one last little part, I mean, I don't even really consider that a boss, because it's just part of the credits. Because, you know, if you die at that point, you just start back at that particular part of the fight, and then it's stupidly easy, because you'll have all your health back by then. Really, the only reason I died is because I didn't have all of my health, so, you know. But that's the boss endurance in a nutshell. Because I'm pretty sure that's the last thing on the boss endurance, so, I don't know. Well, I mean, it was a video, so maybe someday I'll beat boss endurance, but that day is not today. So, I guess next time, hopefully I won't take 3 months to do a results video. Hopefully, but I'm not making any promises. See you later!